Hi there, my name is Rachel Litfin, here for JeanBookNerd. We are at the HollyShorts Film Festival in Hollywood, California. I have Amy Williams here, director of A Night in Jail, a short film being shown at the festival here. Amy, I want to ask you, what made you want to take on this project?
An older friend of mine, a co-producer on a couple of other films, she wrote a book about her brother's life experience living on the street as a schizophrenic. And it's called A Night in Jail. And she's a dear friend of mine, and she approached me and she said, Amy, I would love for you to direct this short film. I have an idea of making a piece of the book, in my brother's words, and put it into a short. And it might help some folks that are experiencing the first onset of schizophrenia when they go after, they'll take drugs to basically deal with hallucinations or whatever might be going on when you're a teenager and you have the initial onset of bipolar or schizophrenia. It's terrifying. I mean, I have friends that I love so much. I've buried people at sea. One of my best friends that was bipolar and schizophrenic. I'm like a magnet to them. I don't know what it is. But
So this was kind of a project then that was close to your heart because of your personal experiences you've even had with it around.
my father was brain damaged and he was really sick. He was injured when I was 4, and I always took care of him when in the beginning, not as much as towards the end, but I've always had a connection to them. I used to speak at mental institutions and try and help them get sober, and I just have a real soft spot because I think they're the most courageous people on the earth because they don't have the same playing field that we do, and they get treated really badly. I talk to the homeless all the time, and I have the best conversations with them, some of the best I've ever had in my life.
So you worked with Team Madsen on this, am I correct? Michael Madsen and his son, Max Madsen. It was their first feature together. How was it on set directing the two?
It was very natural for me. It's a short. That's okay. It's a short film, but I instantly thought of him and Max when I was told the concept. And if you see the film, you'll understand why. But instantly, it literally was perfect for them. I probably like 4 seconds after she told me the concept, I said we have to get Max and Michael, and I called them up before it was written. It's always stressful with a film, but I think when you just let go. Sometimes people get frustrated with me because they're like, we have to rehearse, we have to do. I don't like planning very much, and I don't like expectations because you're always disappointed. I like to have things go organically and have the most positive conception of what it's going to become. I don't like to overanalyze and get analysis paralysis. It's one of my favorite. Yeah. Too many people, they'll think about how to do something for so long because they think it should be a certain way, and they never make it. I know so many filmmakers that just are so held with all these ideas of what something should be instead of just letting go and making it. And I think it's when you make a painting, if you're a painter, you might like a little yellow at the end of the painting when you thought you were going to want red. You just don't know.
Well, thank you so much for explaining just your love and your inspiration for this short. Is there anything else you want to add for us?
Well, I just think that Michael and his son were so beautiful in this, and I was so touched because of they miss each other. He travels a lot, and I think he was very proud of his son, and I'm super proud of Max. It was his first substantial role. He did a small piece for me in another film, Max did, but Max was just so beautiful, and there was something that happened with them, and that happens also where something magical happens aside from the story you're telling. A lot of people can be helped with just making a film, and there was some pretty incredible things that were going on in this piece, Yeah, so I'm very grateful. It was there was definitely some spirit going on there.
Are there plans, lastly, are there plans to tour this around to other festivals? Do you have like a lineup already going?
Yeah, I'm very generous with art. It'll go where it's supposed to go. I'm super proud of it. I didn't rehearse. It was like 14 pages or 15 pages in one day with no rehearsals. We just went balls to the wall and shot it. And I'm very proud of it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for this interview. Go see A Night in Jail. We're here at the HollyShorts Film Festival in Hollywood, California. This has been Amy Williams, the director. I'm Rachel Litfin. Thanks for turning the page.
Thank you. Amy Williams. I'm at the HollyShorts Film Festival, and that's Turning the Page with JeanBookNerd.com.